welcome to the yoga room. Today we're going to do some forward folding. You can also do it on a chair. And let's see, for props, I have a towel that I'm rolling up like a cannoli. Okay, so one big tube. Not everybody will need this, but if you have a towel, that might be nice. And I have blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can have a stack of books, a block, or a firm pillow such as this, and a belt. And if you don't have a yoga belt, you can use a regular belt, a rope like a clothesline, or a scarf, a strong cotton scarf. And I have a blanket to sit on. Now, I don't usually like to sit on a high blanket, so I just fold mine in half. But if you have tight hamstrings or kind of tight lower back, you want it a bit higher. Okay, so we're going to start out on the blanket. And of course, I'll have a chair here. I'll get up on the chair to show how you might do this if you have limited mobility. So let's just start by warming up. You can sit in your chair and do this. Pull back on your knees, lengthen the spine, lengthen the back of the neck. And feel your sit bones. Those are those two bony bones that in your buttock. So sits bones. So just feel how they press down and be aware of where they are and lift the top of your head. So what we want to feel here is the base, meaning the sit bones, lengthening up the front, lengthening the back of the neck. So the front lengthens, but the back body compresses a bit. The front of the neck compresses a bit, and the back of the neck lengthens, and you push your head up. You can even imagine you're pushing it up against the sky, or you can just try pushing the block so that you're pushing down with your sit bones, up with your head. Not aggressively, but energetically. Let's put our hands on the side, dropping the right hand. Just stretch, feel, and become aware of this left side of your body. Lengthening that left side of your body. Now you can stick your ribs out, or you can lengthen. So lengthen, but press down on those sit bones. Okay. And lengthen the right side of the body. And let's repeat that. Lengthen. Lengthen. And now just walk forward. If you're in the chair, you can bend forward. So my fingers are up, kind of like frogs, frog feet. Okay, lengthen forward. Lengthening the back. You'll feel this in the lower back. It feels really good. And then come back and cross your legs the other way. Of course, if you're in the chair, you don't have to cross your legs. And come forward. And come back. Now, put the soles of your feet together, and you can move them out a bit, taking your right hand underneath the right shin. If you're sitting in your chair, you could put your hand under your knee so that you're stretching the kidney area in the back body. And exhale when the tension comes out on the exhale. And this always feels good, particularly at 4 o'clock when you've probably been sitting during the day. And come on up. spine, then taking the left forearm underneath the left shin. You may not get the whole forearm down, but you can put the hand under the shin. You'll feel the stretch now on the right kidney area and lower back. And come on up. And one final warm-up. Grab your toes. Okay, grab your toes, and then push your toes down. Okay, push the toes down, lift the toes up. Push the toes down, lift the toes up. Push the toes down, and lift up. So again, this is stretching those long muscles in your back. So now we're going to start our forward bends. So just sit in Dandasana. You can see my feet. The toes are pointed up, dropping the Achilles heel against the floor best you can. This is when some people may like their cannoli, okay, underneath the back of the legs, back of the knees, okay, to press down. So press, opening the back of the knees, lifting the toes, feeling the sit bones, lifting the top of the head, lengthening the front body, lengthening the back of the neck. And ideally, we have a right angle here. Okay, ideally right angle with a flat back, or as flat as you can get it. Okay, so now we're going to take our belts around the metatarsals. And this is a bit like riding a chariot. Okay, so we're going to straighten the elbows and lift the toes, pull back with the arms, and push forward with the feet. Okay. This strengthens the feet, lubricates the spine for what's coming next. Okay, so a forward bend, even though we're coming forward, is really a stretch for the front body. Most people experience it as a stretch for the back and for the hamstrings. Again, if you have tight hamstrings, you're going to want that cannoli under your knees. So what we're going to do is move our heart towards the big toe. Okay, so you see I'm moving my heart towards the big toe, stretching the front of the body. So this is called shrimping. We're not shrimping. We're lifting and moving the heart towards the big toe and just going back and forth. Pulling with the arms. I want you to lengthen from the hips to the neck. Lengthen. And squeeze the shoulders into the back body. If you're sitting in the chair, you can put your legs straight out and just rock. Well, ideally, if you're sitting in the chair, you can put your feet on a stool and just rock the upper body back and forth. Now we're going to take our blocks and build a tower and put the forehead on the tower. And just hang out here for a minute or so. Now you can put your tower lower, lower, lowest, but whatever is slightly uncomfortable, but not really uncomfortable. We're going to hang out here. You can let everything go soft. And remember that any tension you may feel releases on the exhale. So enjoy the exhale. And come on up. And now we're going to pull up this right knee, put the sole of the right foot against the inside of the left leg, and take our belt. Now, you could put a block underneath this knee if you like. You could put your towel underneath the knee. So we're going to practice, this is good for the brain, right-left awareness. Even though we are bringing our heart towards this left foot, we have some brain over here where we're not looking. Okay? This is good for the brain. Check your sit bones. You can feel equal weight. Bring the heart towards the left foot. Bring some love to this right knee. Stretching the front of the body. And just come back and forth. This is called Janu Sirsasana. It's the root word. It's a Sanskrit word that's the root word for genuflect. Janu Sirsasana. So we're genuflecting. We're bringing the heart towards the foot, keeping the front body long. And then come up. Okay, now, like a lighthouse, turn the beacon over the right knee. Lengthen the spine. You can see the right knee. Now bring some brain to that left foot as you twist out to the right. So there's brain in this left foot, even though you can't see it. And come back to the center. Okay. And let's just bow one more time. And come up. Now, if you do this a little later, again, you can build a tower. We can do it now. We can just build your tower and hang out for a moment here. And remember, the tension is released in the exhale. And come on up, and we're going to repeat. So you can put both legs out, put this on your left foot, lift up your, right foot, lift up your left knee, put the sole of your left foot on the inside of your right thigh. If you still have your cannoli, you can put it under the knee, and we're going to grab the belt and pull back like the chariot ride, pulling back on the foot, lengthening the spine. And now we're going to bring the heart towards the big toe on the right foot, back and forth, lengthening the front of the body, bringing some brain and love to the left knee, even though we're not looking at it. So back and forth with awareness here and your eyes there. Lengthening the front body, squeezing the shoulders into the back body. And if you can come down further, come down further. Whatever works for you today, you can grab the belt lower and come down. So as far as you can get down, put some love here in the knee. Come on up. Lengthen the body. Find your sit bones. Push up with the top of the head. Lengthen the front body. Now, like a lighthouse, we're turning. Looking over the left knee, twisting to the left, to the left, to the left, and bringing some love and attention to that right foot as we twist out to the left and look to the left. Squeeze the upper back. Turn a little more. And come back to the front, and we'll hang out here on top with our head on our blocks again. So take your blocks, stack your pillows, then drop your forehead and just hang out. Releasing any more tension you may have in your lower back in the exhale. And then come on up. Let's cross our legs. Pull back. And let's rub the heart. Tap the heart. Drop the mind into the heart. And let's send some love out into the world. So thank you for inviting me into your house. And I will see you Thursday, and I'm sure that's my sister calling. So have a good 2 days.